Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. We have a good one tonight. Just stop stealing. Our only charge is retail theft. This is a case that happened in Naperville, Illinois. This happened this summer. Enjoy the video. We'll talk about the charge at the end. We'll also talk about probable cause. Pay attention to the video and where she's at when they question her. Enjoy the video.
This is hanging out of her stuff. Sure. Oh wow. Is that the stuff? So this is our stuff, and then she also has stuff from Walmart, and then Home Depot. So her story is that
is there like a private place for us to go? I'm assuming she's in like a back office. I've never been here.
Yeah. You've never been here?
Not for, I mean, I've been here shopping. Not for.
Well, I'm good here. Now, but this girl's over there right now. She's doing some important stuff. She didn't get that done for me.
We don't have to speak in front of her. I just want to.
So she's just saying she has a partner, a boyfriend that told her that he paid for this stuff prior, and then he sent her pictures or told her what items they are, and then she went to pick them out. So she wants to also pay for it after she leaves. So
she wants to pay for the items?
Well, she wants to pay for it, but she's claiming that it was paid for prior to. So kind of like a layaway.
So she thought, in her mind, she's already, like, these items that she's getting are paid for.
Correct. Yes, that her partner paid for them, and then he just told her which items they are. Okay. And that is here and at Walmart and at Home Depot.
So the other stuff, is that, like, in her car or something, or, like, what?
It's in the bag. I separated it from what's ours
so
versus
she had,
theirs.
like, a personal bag or something?
She had a backpack, kind of like a duffel bag, and then two Whole Foods bags with foil. Like the ones for like cold items.
Okay, I see. And so all of that's in the office with someone?
Yeah.
Okay. What's this?
This is just ours. Yeah, so I
Okay.
just made a receipt for it, so we kind of can get a total.
So it wasn't like she came up and got bags or something. She brought in her own bags and
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Do you know who this person is? Is he supposed to be here? Or?
She keeps saying that she has a ride at 2 o'clock. She wanted us to release her. I said, unfortunately, I can't release you. And then she just kept saying that the Pace bus was picking her up in Naperville.
I'm assuming you guys are looking to pursue charges on this?
I believe that Nordstrom does prosecute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Hello.
Hello.
Just letting you know the room is being audio and video recorded.
Okay. We got our recordings on as well.
Awesome, sorry.
So is this some of the stuff that you separated?
Yeah, so this is, you said it was Home Depot and Walmart?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And sorry.
Any receipts for that?
No. It's okay. Sure. It's complicated. I already explained to her, and then I realized I can further explain because of the way it's done. It's less conspicuous to have a tag on. That's so. This wasn't something that I wanted to do.
Okay, can you explain that a little bit more? Like, what do you mean you didn't want to do it?
Okay.
And what happened that basically that brought us here? I got the receipt right here. Did you need to look at it for something?
I'm not quite sure how to explain it anymore. I tried once with her, so it's on video at this point.
Okay, well we're different than that. We're the police.
You're gonna want to explain it to us since we're the police.
Okay, well we're different than that. We're the police.
You're gonna want to explain it to us since we're the police. Then we have to write a report on what you're saying. So if you have anything that's pertinent to your situation, now would be the best time to explain.
Yes, well, then I'll say that there are other parties involved. This is, I mean, it's supposed to be a supported system. I don't do this because I want to or have to at this point, but it's not an isolated activity, and you know, I guess certain stores tolerate it or know more about it. This one evidently not, so it became a problem.
Okay, so here's a video of her taking items directly from the store. The camera is visible and everyone can see it, but she's just taking things.
What do you mean by tolerate it? What is it that is being tolerated?
The lifestyle. I mean, I go in and pick things, especially here, it became more obvious, like what they wanted chosen, the items, and for like groceries or Home Depot especially, this was a task that like my family wanted done. So, you know, I made the effort to come out here to get those patches, and, you know, my understanding is that it's taken care of. So I'm surprised. Some other stores seem to be more tolerant. There's a grocery store I go to, I pick up a few things occasionally. There have been no problems. People have looked the other way. And I think it's a personal thing within the stores. They're aware of the situation. So I don't have trouble like this. If you could check, if there has been any higher level kind of information given that might have been missed, that would be appreciated. But
when you say tolerate, do you mean like they tolerate shoplifting?
The personnel kind of look the other way.
Oh, so you know what you're doing then, right? Like you saying you go in here and take these stores and you shoplift. Some stores tolerate it and some don't, and obviously.
Yes,
Nordstrom.
the other way.
Oh, so you know what you're doing then, right? Like you saying you go in here and take these stores and you shoplift. Some stores tolerate it and some don't, and obviously.
Yes,
Nordstrom
right, that was my mistake. Maybe it was supposed to be a known mistake or a purposeful mistake. But this is not an isolated, it's supposed to be a supported system. It's supposed to be a way that things are done, and you know, other people have to live under these conditions too.
Has someone told you that this is something that is okay, or
Yes.
who told you that?
Well, like right now, it's a supported system. You know, there are people that are aware of this and make sure that at certain places it's allowed, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it was a knowing mistake that it'd be a problem here.
Yeah.
So you weren't sure if they would allow you to do it here?
No, it was odd because there's communication and they you know, support certain decisions or guided decisions. I'm not doing it on my own.
Where are these items from in here?
Right, there's some items from Home Depot and some items from Target
That
or Walmart.
That happened today? Did you go in there today?
Yes, and it was
Tolerated?
Yes.
So you stole it from Walmart and Home
Yes,
Depot and they
without
tolerated
trouble.
this?
And the store, like when I walked out of Walmart, the cashier was like turned away and
What time did you go to Target? What time did you go to Home Depot at?
Just prior. I got dropped off at around 11:30 today because I don't have a car and I didn't want to bike today. So I went by Pace Bus.
So you went into Home Depot around 11:30. What time did you go into Walmart?
Like a half an hour afterwards. So around noon or 12:30ish.
And these all these items in here are a mixture of Home Depot and Walmart?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So you had all of these bags with you when you got off the bus, right?
Correct.
And then you brought them into first Home Depot,
Sure.
took some items from there without paying, left the store.
Yes.
No one stopped you or anything like that.
No.
And then you continued, maybe you walked over to Walmart, is that the case?
Correct.
Okay, from Walmart you brought in all this same stuff to Walmart. Did you
Yes,
try to
this
check
is-
out, or did you go directly to the exit after you're done grabbing things?
Oh, well here I actually tried to check out and the line was too long, so it's a little absurd. I told them already, like, it's not like I don't have the means to do it, this is just the way it's coached, and if they could take a photo, I would buy the shoes. I could buy the shoes now.
How'd you guys
That's
stop
how-
her? Like,
I went, make sure that she put everything in her bag, and then I make sure that she left the store. Like,
she left the store?
yeah, so after the door.
Okay,
In the
so she
vestibule?
passed
What's
it.
up?
In the vestibule?
So
In the vestibule or
Yeah.
outside? Okay.
So she walked past the last one.
Yeah,
So.
she passed it off.
Are these from Home Depot?
Those are, yes. Yeah.
And is this the only stuff you stole from Home Depot?
That's the only things that were, there are 4 things, yes.
So 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. Yeah, kind of. The rest of this is from Walmart.
Correct.
Did you have like a list of stuff that you needed to get, or was this all just spontaneous stuff that you were getting today?
There was some communication, and I actually came for those patches and
Yeah.
the set of those. So that I came mostly for those.
And who told you to get those items?
This is supposed to be a general system.
So no one. So you decided that you
No,
needed these
no,
things.
it was not an isolated decision. I don't know.
Well, earlier you told me that it was your partner that told you to come.
Yes, but yeah. But the thing is it's supposed to be a general, a supported system, unfortunately. But you know, I'm living in it. I don't want it to get in trouble or whatever, and people seem to have means to make this accessible. I'm very surprised here, but perhaps the error is the store itself. This has been going on for a bit.
I would just hang you fiber on this, and then I'll go to Home Depot. I'll go to Home Depot, get a receipt for this, and I'll pull a separate number. I'll take this report, and then I'll write her an NTA for this,
Yeah, because that's good for
and then I'll go to Walmart, figure out the value, pull a separate number for that, and we'll figure it out in jail.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's kind of what's going to happen. This
After all of this, yeah.
Is it possible just to leave today with a warning and then, is it possible just to leave today with a warning and then if you take a photo of the shoes, I can either pay in something off my phone? Seriously, like it's not that I don't have the means, I don't like explaining it because it's very complicated. But if you took a photo, or if you were, I was allowed to pay for that. I was paid for the 2 things from Home Depot. Probably at this point nothing from
you were allowed
Walmart.
to pay. When you walked in, you were allowed to pay. They always allow you to pay for items.
That's not the point. It's the situation. It seems to be a store by store. Listen, I can pay for these. I can walk with you, return the things, and pay for the ones that I want to keep.
we're
The
past
problem
that.
is not. I can walk with you, return the things, and pay for the ones that I want to keep.
We're
The
past
problem
that.
is not the
Yeah.
means.
You're past that.
Still have to read some stuff to her too.
Okay, let's do that right now. Okay. If you need to read something like a warning or something, let's do that.
Do you need anything else from us?
Well, I just need you guys as the reporting party. So,
So
if
do
you
you
guys,
want a first and last name for me?
yeah, if you guys have like your first and last names,
Yeah, I have a
and
business
put
card
your
if you want.
if you have business cards,
Just wait one second. I'm gonna read this from you, and I'm gonna need your signature.
Separate.
So you are banned from Nordstrom for 2 years. You're not allowed to come to Nordstrom. That means any Nordstrom brand, any Nordstrom, by chance, Hunted Law, Truck Club, Jeffrey, Nordstrom logo, anything Nordstrom, you're not allowed to come.
May I purchase the shoes? Seriously, this is the way this
No,
changed.
you cannot purchase anything.
And have a signature? Okay. So the next one is going to be, I admit of my own free will without the threats or promise that on 6/20/24 I caused the following losses listed below from Nordstrom. You cost $1,282.58 for and then your signature right here, and you put your name right here.
I'm assuming all of these were stuff that were in her bags originally? Were these stuff in like the backpack?
I
or
saw
were
her
they
put it in here and there.
backpacks? in-
So we are referring to the police for persecution.
Thank you.
Additionally, according to the law, we have the right to file civil lawsuit against you over damages.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go.
We'll just need to grab her stuff.
This is her
obviously.
phone, I think.
Yes.
This is her phone?
That can stay. Bring that. I'll take these two.
Yeah.
So do you want me to put it in this bag?
Yeah.
I'll go to Home Depot. See if they got anything done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need the name of the main officer.
Officer Loy, L-O-Y.
Lawyer.
Right, so you keep repeatedly saying, I had the opportunity to pay. This is the way that I've been requested to do things. However, you know, this is the first time it's happened in Naperville. So if I could please just leave with a warning, I'm already banned from
You good with the
this.
bag? You want to help me take her out here and then maybe come back and grab this stuff? Or at least maybe just bring this stuff with me first?
What's your badge number real quick? Sorry.
10269.
But the pouches specifically.
Okay,
Stand up,
stand
you're
up
under
for
arrest.
us. You are under arrest for retail theft,
Just
okay?
put your hands behind your back. Thank you.
Okay, as long as my cell phone is there.
Yep. We'll bring all the stuff that's yours.
Small wrist.
Yeah. Make sure this doesn't get too tight, but it's gotta go pretty tight. I'm gonna double lock these so they don't tighten up further on you, okay? Okay. So you're just gonna walk with me out to my car, okay?
Oh, I'm also getting my period, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Noted.
Call for a copy of female 95.
Am I going the right way here? Am I going the right way?
We were out front.
Okay, so over here. Sorry.
That's easier.
Sorry.
That would be yeah. That sounds good. I'm just right over here, okay?
Yeah, if I could get a pad, I think.
Okay, we'll see what we can get for you. I'll be at the rear of this vehicle.
Oh, you know what? So I was arrested for something that I didn't do. My housemate, my father, gave incorrect information to the police
Okay.
about a domestic battery, and I was never allowed to give a statement. May I do that while I'm at the?
We'll talk about it later, okay?
Please.
We'll give you a chance.
Yes,
You don't have any
please.
weapons or anything on you?
No.
Is there anything on you right now?
I don't think
It
so.
doesn't seem like any in this pocket.
If someone already did it.
Here, I know we gotta crawl through these bushes for a
I
second.
don't know. I think.
Stand right here and open it up. Okay, yeah, just shift over a little bit. Appreciate it. Okay, so let me get the seatbelt fixed for you. Then you can just slide in there, okay? You're to be audio and video recorded while you're in here as well. Just so you know. I'll try to turn up the air so it's not too hot, okay? There you go. Okay, so I'm going to have you turn around and then just take off like any jewelry, watch, anything like that. Does that belt come off that's on your
it's with
outfit?
it's with the outfit. If you could take care of the jewelry, that'd be great. I've left here with things missing.
Not in here.
No.
Not when I'm working.
Alright, that's fine. What's your name?
Reitmeyer.
What's that?
Reitmeyer?
Okay.
Okay, and then can you just put your fingers in your mouth and then open up, show under your tongue. Okay, don't have any like implants or anything like that that you can remove?
No.
Okay, any other jewelry or anything?
How do you feel about that one? That's kind of interesting. I didn't know that retail stores had that mini jail back there in their security office. But anyways, let's jump into the law and then we'll talk about probable cause here. Okay, so the law at play here, my search was Illinois law for shoplifting. Once again, this was in Naperville, Illinois. And it pulled back, they call it retail theft in Illinois. It's found at chapter 720 of the ILCS 5/16-25. All right. It says the statute outlines the various actions that constitute retail theft. All right, listen to these. The first one is taking possession of merchandise from a retail establishment with the intent to retain it without paying full value. All right, I think that's where she is directly with this first one here. All right, next one is altering or removing price tags to purchase items at less than their full retail value. Transferring merchandise to different containers to deprive the merchant of full value. Underringing, when an employee charges less than the full retail price. And using or possessing theft device shielding or theft detection shielding devices to avoid security measures. Okay. This last one, in some stores, they have those magnets that are on certain clothes and stuff, and you can get those off with, or they have security measures that can be taken off with magnets. That's a better way of saying that. And if you're caught with a magnet to take off those security measures, you can be charged with retail theft. Penalties for retail theft. All right, the severity for retail theft in Illinois depends on the value of the stolen merchandise. They also look at your prior offenses. Most theft laws, regardless of what state you're in, always kind of work on the value. They have different classifications of penalty based on the value of what was stolen. Okay. All right, here we have merchandise value at $300 or less. The first offense is a Class A misdemeanor. All right, that's punishable by up to 1 year in jail, a fine of up to $2,500. Subsequent offenses is a Class 4 felony, carrying 1 to 3 years in prison, a fine of up to $25,000. All right, merchandise over $300 is a Class 3 felony, punishable by 2 to 5 years in prison, a fine of up to $25,000. Okay, theft by emergency exit. Using the emergency exit to commit theft can elevate the charge to a felony, regardless of the merchandise value. Look at this. In Illinois, the law permits retailers to seek civil damages from individuals caught shoplifting. All right, under their chapter 720 ILCS 5/16A-7. Retailers can demand payment for the stolen merchandise's value, plus additional damages up to $1,000 and attorney's fees. All right, let's look at some of the defenses. Lack of intent, demonstrating that the accused did not intend to steal the merchandise. All right. mistaken identity, arguing that the wrong person was identified as the perpetrator, and entrapment, claiming that law enforcement induced the individual to commit the theft. All right, so here there was a portion where she was trying to talk about how there's a system in place where she's allowed to go in and take things. She's trying to attack this sort of intent factor here. But, you know, once again, those are arguments to be made in court and not necessarily once you're in handcuffs. Okay, because the police officers are not going to know about the ins and outs of the law, and that's not the place to argue that. That's where you remain silent. You get back, you give only the necessary information so they can book you in, and then you can be given a bond, you can get out. This is a small, well, you don't want to encourage any crime, so you don't call it small, but this is a very simple crime. This is nothing heinous. This isn't something unique. Shoplifting happens all the time. This is probably going to be handled in their equivalent of traffic court, unless she's getting charged with one of these felonies because she's done this before. All right. Probable cause. All right. As you recall, and as you've heard day after day, we've been talking about these levels of the burdens of proof. All right. Mere suspicion. Mere suspicion is they always go into Nordstrom's and steal stuff. That's a mere suspicion. Reasonable suspicion would be, I saw someone put something in their bag while I was in Nordstrom shopping. A probable cause level of burden of proof would be most likely met when you have several people either saying that someone was caught stealing or the video. When you have the video, that's square on. Having the video is like the best proof nowadays because it shows everyone and it can be shown to the jury. This is exactly what the person did. You can slow it down. You can show them place something into the bag. You can pop something up on the screen when they do it and say, hey, look, to your heart's content. Probable cause is met once they have the video. They call the police in. She's already in the back in loss prevention before the police get there. And she even admits that she took the things also. They asked her several questions. They asked her, did she mean to steal?
The other way.
Oh, so you know what you're doing then, right? Like you say, you go in here and take these stores and you shoplift. Some stores tolerate it and some don't, and obviously.
Yes.
Or did she mean to take these items? And she said yes. And then her immediate response was that she has the means to pay for the items and trying to work a deal. But once again, working deals is, you're really in their hands. If they want to make a deal with you, then yes. But otherwise, they're not required to make any deals at this point. All right. Beyond probable cause, we have preponderance of the evidence. To the preponderance of the evidence, which means 51% of the evidence points to someone doing the crime. Beyond that, we have clear and convincing evidence. That's when you have 75% or better of the evidence points to someone doing what we are alleging here. Here, this is retail theft. All right. The highest burden, beyond a reasonable doubt. That's what a prosecutor or a district attorney or a state's attorney, whatever they call it there in Illinois, has to meet in order to convict this woman of retail theft. All right. That's about, if you were going to give that a number, that's probably about anywhere from 90 to 95%. All right. Once again, we don't require in the U.S. justice system for all doubts to be alleviated, but just beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay. How do you feel about this one? All right. This is one that I found a couple of months ago, and it's really just been sitting in the vault. All right. I have two versions of this video I've made, okay? So there is a dark side version where, you know, I really just go off the handle and talk about some of these things she's doing. Like when you first come into the video and the officers handed this long receipt. A receipt as long as her arm that probably touches the ground. And you're just wondering, well, how much stuff did this person take? And then you get to the back, you see who the woman is who's taking stuff and how she interacts with these people as if she's better than these people that she's back there interacting with and that she's been caught by. Or if you go back and you take a look at her at the end when she's in custody and at the jail. But anyways, if you decide to take a career up in the criminal justice system, you deal with all types of people. You see all types of things. When you hear certain things, it really puts you in the mode of, okay, this may be this type of case. When she started trying to explain what's going on with her situation, there's a system in place. The first thing I thought of was someone with some mental illness or something of that nature. Okay, don't know. I don't know this person. And then she began to speak as if she was talking about a diagnosis of kleptomania. Okay. Don't know if she's been diagnosed with that or she's just trying to outsmart the police officers at this point and seeing if she can get let off with a warning as she asked for twice. But the officers were not going for that. They told her outright, no, we're beyond that point of a warning. So with that, leave a comment below about this video and how you feel about this. Have you ever worked in retail? Have you ever had to deal with people who are stealing from your store? This is Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. I'll see you guys tomorrow.